everyone, I'm Becky.
And I'm Sarah.
And we're doing Bickering book reviews. Today we are talking about, and I always say this wrong, A Snake Falls to Earth by Darcie Littlebadger, which I got the audiobook off of NetGalley.
I got the audiobook off of NetGalley as well, but I also just read the regular book. And it's already published, so it's already out. So I just read it through my library.
Okay, so this book is about, it has two parallel stories. You have Nina, who is in a slightly futuristic modern time. She's a teen girl, and she goes to visit her grandmother, she's Native American, and her grandmother told a story in her native language, and she had put it in a translator device to translate it, and the translator couldn't figure it out. And so Nina decides that she kind of wants to find out more about her history and her family's history and preserve that, because eventually it was going to be lost. And through that, she finds out some things about her grandmother's past, and she finds out some things about her grandmother's land and threats to her grandmother's land. On the other side, you have Cotton, who is on a different plane, basically. And he was able to either switch between being a human or human-like, or a cottonmouth snake. And his world basically is made up of animals, and they're connected to the animals on our world. And as the earth is abused and those animals become extinct, his friends slowly disappear, or get weaker and get ill. And so Cotton is trying to solve an issue on his plane, and he tries to figure out how to come to Earth, and storylines connect.
Yep. I think as you're describing, it kind of points to, so this book was hard for me, and it was hard for me because it didn't move fast enough, and it just didn't move fast enough for me. Like, the plot wasn't fast enough, but I think the writing was really well done. Like, the writing, the actual construction of the sentences and the construction of the book is really well done, and there's a lot of potential there. But the actual whole of the book was not. It's just, I don't know. I don't know who I'd give this book to. Because it wasn't interesting for me. I don't know how to sell it to the kids. I think it reaches out to an important voice that we need, but the actual execution of it makes it hard to sell it. Because, and I think the biggest part, based on how you were trying to describe the summary of it, the biggest issue is the settings. The settings are very confusing. You don't really know you do know what's going on, but there are it just doesn't coalesce as a whole very well.
Well, and I'm trying to think about it, and Nina was supposed to be, I think, in a futuristic time because of the climate change, and her technology is a little different, but I didn't really feel like the world building was there. I found Cotton's story to move a little too slow. When the storylines connect and intersect, it picked up and got much better.
But that's because you're spending more time with Nina.
Well, and I think it's also more action was happening.
Yeah.
It was just and this was a finalist for the National Book Award, and it is beautifully written, and there is a poetry to it, and the mythology is well done, and I find the aspects of Native American culture to be very interesting. But yeah, who do I give this book to? And I have a display of Native American author books, and I actually haven't gotten this one in yet. I don't think this one would go, and it's hard. It's particularly, it's in the teen room, and stuff in the teen room usually just moves quicker than this.
Right. But I don't feel like it would fit anywhere else. Maybe the Cotton parts could be skewed younger. You could tailor it for younger, but it can't hang in the adult section. It's just, I don't know where this book goes.
No, and the plot doesn't move fast enough for it to go younger. You'd
Right.
have it like, yeah, it would just, and like I wanted to like it, but I had a really hard time getting through it. And like I said, about 2/3 of the way through, it really to me picked up and it made it a lot easier to finish, but it was a struggle to stay listening.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
mean, the audiobook was pretty good. Like, it was pretty good. There were two different narrators. I thought they were, the one guy did voices for some of the animals, and those were a little weird, but by and large, like, it was a solid audiobook, I thought.
right. Yeah, but I was having just a hard time focusing.
Right, right.
Um, so I really don't have anything else to say. So we should just rate it.
Okay.
So our rating system starts at the top with 5 unicorns. We go down to 2 unicorns. If we don't like it, it's a horse.
I meant 2 unicorns. Like, it was a struggle to get through this book.
So yeah, like the end really did pick up. Like the end really, but I don't like up until about 75% of the way through, I was like at 2%, 2 unicorns. I think I'm gonna go with like 3 because I did get bumped up a little bit more at the end and with like the resolution and stuff. But yeah, I didn't love it. So that is where we are in A Snake Falls from the Sky, and we'll see you around.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.